I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, listening to Dr. Bones.
Good evening, this is Dr. Bones Live for, well, should be Music Saturday, but it's Music Sunday just for this week because I was out of town yesterday and I had Nessie on the line. I'm not sure if we have her back yet. Skype's been acting up. Okay, we got you back. Okay, good.
Okay,
Skype's been acting up a little bit. So Nessie's joining me tonight and we got a lot of new tunes to get through tonight and quite a few. And I got a new one by Jupiter and Velvet, which we're going to get to very soon, and just a whole bunch of good ones. And I've been sent like a lot of good ones, so I'm just trying to think of which one I want to start out with, because I have a new one by Analog Wave, and so you know what, why don't we start out with the new one by Analog Wave, and this one is called Scatter. This is a really good tune, so take this one. This is off their upcoming album. right, brand new Analog Wave. How cool is that song? I really dig the song, especially it's kind of a somewhat of a dub remix, but it's still a cool song, and I kind of love the kind of at the very end, the kind of almost kind of reggae-ish kind of ska sounding guitar kind of flowing in with electronic part of the very end. So I'm always happy to hear stuff from Analog Wave, and their album will be coming out very, very soon. And when it does, I will be getting a copy of it. So I'm excited for that. So this is one of the first ones off their upcoming album they've been working on. They had a huge Kickstarter project to get it done, and it's turning out well, especially since they did the first one on their own. You can always expect something really good from Analog Wave, because these guys, they just work so hard at the music, and it stands out and it shows a great deal. They get such a good response because they are that good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm really looking forward to Casimir, the second album. What I really liked about the song, even though they were not really huge vocal parts, and I'm a huge fan of Dal's vocals because they had some kind of bluesy feel and are very strong, but still ethereal haunting in sound. But this was nice listening to because it had great dynamics, and it was kind of challenging because it was rather vivacious and not really steadily in sound. Kind of laid back too, but still had very intense moments, and it was just exciting to listen to because there was a lot going on, and if it's just a dub or not the whole progressed and the whole finished version, I'm really looking forward to hear what they come about and what they have sort of put out, like the final version, and see if the vocals fit to the instrumentation too.
Absolutely. And just before we get to the next song here, the reason why NMS was on Sunday this weekend is because I was out of town for the weekend, and on the drive up, I was going to my parents' house, and I'm quoted on this on the Matt Anderson's website, but that was on the playlist on the way down. So again, like a very good album to listen all the way through, and a pretty decent album, especially for a road trip, because it was kind of like, it wasn't a long road trip, but it was decent, and it's kind of flowed well, because like it's just one of those things you can get into. And I actually played it at my parents' house too, and they actually didn't mind it too much. So the Matt Andersons are getting new fans every day.
That's a good sign if they didn't complain. So, and I mean, if they enjoyed the music.
Well, usually if they don't like it, they're like, it's okay. Then I know when to shut it off. So, but
it's the same.
So
the
yeah.
Same as my twin sister.
So it was
Sorry.
But it was decent, and actually my stepmom actually wants to copy the CD, so I will be getting one for them. Probably order it on iTunes for them and just kind of send it over digitally and do it that way. But they really enjoyed it. So the next one up, haven't heard from this guy in a little bit, and we've had played a bunch of songs before. This was thanks to James from Boardwalk Isabella. Hooked me up with this guy. The guy's called Jupiter and Velvet, and the new song is called She's So Sugar. Dig this.
She loves me like the air. Oh, I sugar. She makes everything alright. She makes everything alright. She makes everything alright.
Not done.
Yeah.
It just
Okay, we're back on. So that was Jupiter and Velvet, and the song's called She's So Sugar. It's their newest one, and it's a really cool song. It's kind of got that old kind of rock and roll feel to it. And I was commenting to Nessie while we were listening to it that they got some like really cool tambourine going there, and it looks like some of the not necessarily older instruments, but a lot of those instruments are coming back into play in a lot of songs. So it's cool to hear, and it's just one of those ones that flow really nicely. And you never know what to expect from Jupiter and Velvet, and that's a good thing because he kind of tends to keep in somewhat the same genre of music for all his albums, but it's different. So it's kind of can go like a real eclectic mix and kind of like a big throwback to like the 70s and the 60s, and then kind of moves up maybe just a little bit further up into different genres, like kind of like not necessarily new wave, but more like kind of like still a 90s style, but still got that kind of that cool feel and good volume to it. So it's just one of those songs that's easy to listen to and easy to get into.
Yeah, definitely. It had really nice and catchy riffs and has been rather dashing, bracing in sound, and I really enjoyed the vocals too, which have been quite arty in sound and rather laid back, but still energetic. It was, as a whole, a very harmonic composition, and really enjoyed that.
Well, he actually just contacted me. I think it was either earlier today or yesterday. I was looking at the email, and obviously he told me to be playing it for tonight. So he's promoting on his website and Facebook, and just saw I retweeted it. So I'm assuming he's listening. So I know also as well the Mad Andersons are listening. So a big shout out to them, and guys, the promotions you help me out with is very nice of you. I always really very much appreciate it. But like I said, I got some really good news, stuff that's going to be happening in the next little bit. Probably, I'm going to say next week sometime, maybe the week after, since I've pretty much been with the Bedroom Hour all the way along, meaning I interviewed Rob before the EP came out. I interviewed them when the EP came out. We did track by track, and now since they got their debut album, Hinterland, which by the way is an amazing album, guys, so be sure to pick that up, get off iTunes. It's so worth it. So we went through about half the songs, but there's still another half to go through. So we're working on that. So he's going to come back on. Rob's going to come back on very soon, and we're going to do the second half to that of Hinterland, and it's going to be worth it. So you guys should definitely tune in for that. I'll keep you posted and let you know when that's going to happen. Next up, the song we're going to get to in a minute is by a band I did see the other weekend, a local band called High School Sweetheart, and they put on a good show like always. I did put one video up on YouTube. I do have another video to put up on YouTube. One was of their song called The Morning After, which is up already, but the next one is called There I Was, which I haven't posted yet. I got to get around to and post it up there. I do have a few pictures, and I did do the show live for about 15-20 minutes. I would have done it longer, and but I hate this. Well, it's just one of those things where like I was running very, very low on data, so that's the only reason I didn't continue the show. But I got some of the best songs, but it was a good live performance. And speaking of which, next Saturday, which is going to be the 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern, they will be coming to do an in-house interview. So I'm looking very forward to that. They'll be playing a bit of a live set as well. So that's going to be super exciting. And we're trying to figure out some way where we can put up on video. So I might be able to, crazy enough, to be able to do it with my TV and put up on YouTube, kind of find some way to stream it. If not, they're still going to be on the radio with me next weekend. So either way, we're going to try to do both, though, and see if it's manageable. But they will all be over here. So Nick and Jess and Jagger will all be here to do that, which is exciting, actually. And from High School Sweetheart just shot me a text today to confirm for next weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But the show was a lot of fun. And seeing them live is such a cool thing because they work so well together. Anne and Jess, I mean, they've known each other for years, but they play off each other so well, especially with their harmonies. So it's really cool to see, and just one of those things. It's just a show that obviously, if you're in one area and they're playing, it's not a band you want to miss. But there's another band that's from Ontario. I don't have any music of theirs yet that was at the show as well. A band called Marcellus Wallace, and I'm sure people are saying, well, that name sounds very familiar. And it is very familiar because those of you who've seen Pulp Fiction, a Quentin Tarantino movie, one of the main guys was Marcellus Wallace. So we're really cool and looking forward to that. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else as well. Next weekend, actually, besides having High School Sweetheart, NMS will still happen. It'll just happen a little bit later. And then the Matt Andersons will be coming on for that to do be guest critics again, which will be a lot of fun because it's always fun to have them on the show. And I think that's all the exciting news we got for now. Oh, no, wait, I almost forgot. A good friend of ours, Peter Klein, has got his new EP out on his Bandcamp called Drive. So you can pick it up his Bandcamp. And I'm not sure when we were tweeting each other earlier, but we are going to set up time for date and time for a new interview. So essentially promoting his new stuff because he's been very, very good to me by sending me a lot of good songs along the way. And, he's an all-around good guy. So I'll be looking forward to do that. Once we have a date and time set, I'll let you know. I'm kind of just looking at the schedule and seeing what I can work out here. But that's going to happen as well. So be sure to check out Peter Klein, new EP on his Bandcamp. So be sure to check that out. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up here for a second. We're going to end some more music. And the next one up is High School Sweetheart. This is the title track. And it's also obviously the title of their EP called There I Was. Here's a song by High School Sweetheart called There I Was. Dig this.
Highest love had it any other way. I would just tear it with you. I've been your horse, your son, your paintbrush, coloring up worlds for ya. I've been your street sign, and I've come to my side. I'll come to ya. I feel a lightning bolt freezing out the hairs on you that came from my hand. The way I've always wanted to touch you, and in the night I wonder if you're gonna bring me back. Ooh, take my mind, take it back, take it back. That's enough from me. I feel it in the way from the back of your head while you're down on me and falling all over myself. But a chance to be free and to know. And there I was, and there I was, and there I was. Do you think we're better off this way? Or is that just something that you say? Oh, do you think we're better off alone? Or is that just you blowing smoke? But that's enough from me. The way I hold you down, slap the back of your hand while you're down on me and falling all over myself. What a chance to be free in the know. And there I was, and there I was, and there I was, and
High School Sweetheart, There I Was. That's off their EP. It's a title track to their EP, actually. And like I just said, I saw them live, and they will be in-house next Saturday, the 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it because even though I've met them and hung out with them for a little bit, I'm still not sure what to expect, so it should be pretty entertaining because they're a good group of people. So you guys are really going to like them. So, Nessie, thoughts on this one?
Well, I really like the characteristic vocals, and they have been very strong in sound and very strong in vibrancy too, and the whole arrangement was rather glowing and electrifying in sound, and I really enjoyed how well adapted the vocals fit into the whole instrumentation, and it was really an interesting song and really vivacious in sound too, and ardent in sound. Really enjoyed that.
Well, you know what? Even though it is the title track to the EP, like this is probably I think my favorite song on the EP, but just in general, I mean, and Jess, their vocal harmonies together are just always so good, and it's one of those things that it's one of those things you can sort of maybe develop it, but at the same time you can because it's just one of those things that's it either comes somewhat naturally or it doesn't. So
Yeah, sure.
it's
It,
always
it just
go ahead.
it just well, they harmonize very well together, and because just it's kind of click moment, and they just work really well together.
You should see them on stage. The chemistry up there is just unreal. I mean, you can tell how close they are as a band. So, can't say enough good things about them. So next up, we're gonna get to a brand new one by Lucas Sato. This one is called "Call Me." Dig this.
I'm lost in the sun. All I needed was you to make me think again. Don't run from my love. I tried to let it go, but the more that I tried, the more that I thought about it. Don't you know, I found it hard to show you. Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me and come and set me free? Set me free. And I try to feel, I try to see nothing meant to be, and it's all just a shame. To the core, to the heels of it all now. Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me and come and set me free? Set me free. Set me free. Set me free.
All right, that was Luke Casado with "Call Me." Now, Luke has been on the show before. Very nice guy and very, very good musician. Very talented piano player and good vocals as well. This was cool. I mean, I really enjoyed this one. I really love the way it flowed, and definitely different from some of the other stuff I've heard by Luke. Start from there.
I still used to rather melancholic, emotional ballads from him, like Blue Skies or his first EP in general. It had some vivacious and quite energetic moments too, but it was rather sweet and melodic in sound. And this is more contemporary, catchy music, and his nice hooks. It's really accessible in sound, and he's really experimenting with his vocals. And I'm a huge fan of his vocals because they are added in sound and have more gentle, placid episodes and moments too. This is really a striking song, has catchy lyrics and a catchy rhythm, and it's really nice to see that he's trying out something new. It still suits him well as a singer-songwriter.
Very true. And like I said, I very much appreciate him as an artist because he's just, for a young guy, he does really well. So next up, since we were talking about him and talking about his new EP, Drive, this isn't from his new EP, by the way, but this is one of his great tunes. This is Peter Klein with A Burning House. All right, that was Peter Klein, "A Burning House." Really good tune, a bit somewhat of a darker tune, but it kind of got that kind of cool, kind of almost deeper bass, like thin sound to it, which I really like. So, and this all in all, like decent song. And like I said, I believe I played this before about a month ago or so on NMS, but I'm not 100% positive. So whether it's your first listen or it's your second listen, it's a good tune. And like I was saying earlier, his new EP is out on his Bandcamp right now called Drive, so be sure to check that out. Nessie, your thoughts?
It definitely had a nice ambient vibe. As you said, there had been some dark moments too, especially when the vocalism started, and it was rather elusive in sound, but still very prevalent. I really like the gloomy moments in the instrumentation, and it was nicely progressing and really harmonic.
Well, right on. You know, it's like I said, good tune and a very good artist. So be sure to check his new EP out, Drive, on Bandcamp right now. And like I said, when we get the date and time settled, I'll be having Peter back on to discuss it. So until then, we're going to get up to a new one by the Urchins. This one's called The Breakout. Dig it.
Hey now you come on down. Take a real trip with the urchin sounds. Let them manifest in your brain till your feet stop moving like a freeway train. Look at your arms with the vertical hairs. Your hands start clapping like a black beauty stand. Hold your position cause the outlaw's here. The only word missing in my vocals fear. You look like you want to disappear, like the boogeyman's whispering in your ear. Break out, have you using clearasil, bro? Andy Dufresne calling food shit mud.
Right on. That was a brand new one by the Urchins. A little different than normal, but still a really cool song. I really enjoy this one. The guitar and that kind of weird little breakdown almost close to the end was kind of interesting and cool. So I mean, you gotta constantly try new things and kind of see what you can do artistically, musically. So what do you think of this one?
Yeah, it definitely had great breakdown throughout the track, and quite in the middle of it, it remained for a few seconds, a few instants silent, and then kind of kicked off with incisive percussion elements again. And I really enjoyed the intro because there's been like this very suspenseful atmospheric guitar intro, and then the vocals joined, and they've been very imbuing in sound and kind of haunting too. And I think it might have been keys to some subtle keys elements and clashing drum beats, and it just worked well together, and was kind of a very interesting and versatile mixture, and definitely not exactly what I was expecting from them, because they had some mellow tunes recently and some energetic tunes, and now they had this kind of rap part infused in it too, and it was nice to see that they're trying something new out, and it worked definitely.
All right on. So the last one we're gonna get for this part, because this is gonna be a two-part tonight. And this band is called Memory Implant, and these guys are from Tel Aviv. So really cool. They got in touch with me earlier today. So this song is called "This Love." Dig this. This Love by Memory Implant. This was a cool song, and I tell you, when I first listened to it, I wasn't sure what to expect exactly, because I mean, you never know what you're gonna get from different really ends of the world, because all music's different, and depending on what it's infused with, it can be great and it can be like so. But I was really impressed. And I was really intrigued by this song.
Yeah, you never know what influences they draw from, and I think they have drawn from quite many, to be honest, because there was a lot going on in this track, and I really liked how it started rather heavy and then smoothened in sound and had some eclectic moments and kind of eccentric vocal layers, which all kind of were in scheme, but at some points offbeat too, and that what kept it exciting. Not offbeat in a bad way, but in kind of a thrilling way. It was Well, it's definitely a song you should listen to twice or 3 times, maybe in a row to understand it fully. But I really appreciated it, and it was definitely an interesting song.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I was really impressed, and like I said, I was very intrigued initially to start following music, and I see television, well, this could be really cool. I want to see what kind of infusions they're gonna do their music. So I was very pleased with listening to it. So, like I said, I was talking to them earlier today, and I'm not sure what the time difference is for there, but I know they just retweeted, so I'm hoping they're listening. But I talked to them earlier, and pretty much because they emailed me, and I sent them a DM back on Twitter, pretty much saying, thanks for the submission. Like, I really like the tune I'm going to play tonight, and I hope I get some good feedback from the listeners, because it's decent, and they're on SoundCloud as well, so you can check them out on SoundCloud. So that is going to do it for part 1 of Music Saturday. I'll be back in a few with part 2. We get a few more new songs, a new one by the Big Bads, another one by the Kinoslav Steel Orchestra, so you want to stick around for that. A new one by the Bedroom Hour, so got some good stuff coming. So until then, I'll be back very shortly. So Nessie, like always, thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, it really has been fun, and I would love to call in the second episode, but have to be up early, so... But it was definitely fun. I look forward to do that again. And, well, for the listeners who enjoyed the second part, you're gonna have some awesome tunes. The Bedroom Hour, always amazing, and their new album, Hinterland, is really well done and really smooth and eclectic in sound. You're gonna enjoy that.
Oh, just before you go, Nessie, here, Peter is all over this. There's 5-hour difference between the Eastern Time Zone and Tel Aviv. So it is, let's see, there needs 5 hours.
Gonna do some maths.
Yeah, it's so little late to try to do some math here, but 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. Almost 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
so there you go.
5:30 here.
Yeah, I know. But anyways,
Okay.
Until next time, thank you for stopping by, Nessie, and I'll be back in a few for New Music Saturday Part 2. So until then, thank you so much for listening. Bones out. We'll talk to you in a few.